Hello, my name is Christian Gadd, Technical Support Manager for ScanTexas. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Velocity All-Touch Telnet application and how to create an all-touch template screen. Template screens are created through the Avanti Velocity console. Once you have captured your old-style green screens from your Telnet host, we can modernize them. Here you see a previously captured old-style green screen. So now we want to take that and make a new modernized all-touch template. To start, we need to tag a value on this screen so that we know when other screens are similar, we'll know which template to use. So let's start off with, we're going to tag palletized cartons, and we'll go ahead and tag that too. Now from there, now that it's tagged, we know all screens like it are going to get values. So now we want to show it on our modern screen. So we're going to take some data, we highlight it, I move it over, we highlight it, move it over, and then highlight it and move it over. So now we've got the values here. We want to try to make them look like something we can use. So we can start with a look and feel. So we can go over to the element properties. We'll make them bold. We can change the sizing on them. And through testing and depending on the device, we'll figure out we want to try to make these as big as we can so it's easy for the users to see it, but make sure everything fits on the screen. We can also change the colors, so we can go in and set a different background color, a different font color. We want to make sure that everything stands out and is easy for the user to see. For this, so we'll do something. So black and red, we'll go to the next one, and we make it something even completely opposite. And for this is a data entry field. On this side, it's somewhere where we'd actually have a barcode scanner would read it, or the user would enter it. So we change the field type. So now it is a data entry field. Some other things we can use to change the way it looks is we can add a table, and through that table we can add these fields into the table and change how they look on our screen. We're really only limited to what's going to function and whoever's creating the screens, their imagination. Some other nice things that we can easily do is on this screen we really have no kind of reference. So for new users, if you want to be able to tell them what a screen actually is, we can now go in and we can set this to a data label and type in that this is a palette screen. So now the screen has a descriptor that the host didn't. These things can be useful for brand new employees to help them easily learn where they are in any of the screens. Other things that really helps, you can also see on this keyboard there's no function keys, where often in systems you'll have an F3 to go back, or an enter, or numerous other options. So what we can do there, let's go ahead and add it on the screen. There's no sense pulling up a keyboard to hit enter or to hit F3 to continue or go back when we can just put a button on the screen. So again, I just pick an open area, I move it over. Now that field's over here, I'm going to make it a menu item. With that menu item, I can call it enter. And then I would give it its command depending on the emulation type VT5250, there's a specific command that would go to that button. Create up a second button. This we can call it F3. We can even put a description on. A lot of host systems will have F3, but they may not have F3 in what it actually does. So the user memorizes it, but again, for new users, we can put a description on there so they know exactly what it does. And then again, for the command, we just enter in what it actually sends to the host. Again, with all of these, we can also change the style, make it bold or not, italicized, underline, the alignment. Anything that helps make it look or feel something you think would be useful. We can also change the properties of the screen itself. So on the screen, instead of having a dark background, we can have a bright background or anything in between, something not quite so bright. So again, fully customized. We can also add a footer. So if I wanted to, instead of having palette screen up here, I can have a footer and have the names of the screens down there, so we're not taking up screen real estate from the top. So add a banner to the top. Again, if we wanted to have, we can add in the banner we can add your logo. Again, full control over color, size. Make it bold, make it fancy. So we really can do just about anything we want with it to give it a look and feel that will help out the user. So with this, we now have a generic template screen. Thank you very much.